Good morning, everybody. This is Anthony Cole, owner and CFO of Bowie Combination Wrestling. In the midst of what's going on today, I felt a responsibility to come and let you guys know what BCW, myself, and all my employees feel about what's going on. Not only are we dealing with a pandemic, but we're also dealing with racial brutality. As we can see from Eric Gardner to George Floyd to all the other people that have suffered by the police and the way they feel about us. But I want to encourage you guys not to fight violence with violence. There's a way that we can get our point heard, get our voices heard, get our points across, but we have to do it respectfully. We can't go and hurt each other because someone hurt us. We have to band together. We have to protest peacefully. We have to adhere to the laws that we're governed by, because once they see that we respect ourselves and we respect others, even in the midst of this trying time, we will overcome. Don't forget the words of our forefathers like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all those guys that came before us. It's a shame that we're still fighting racism in America today, but we can do it. Our forefathers didn't give up, and we can't give up. When you think about breed combination, those letters BCW, as I was thinking about all the things that are going on, if you guys know me and you know BCW, you know that BCW is a family. We hire a wide variety of people to come through the doors of BCW. And when you think of BCW, BCW should not only stand for breed combination wrestling, but it should also stand for Bridging Colors Worldwide, because that's what we do. We bring people from Australia, from London, from Germany, and we send our champions out to these places to make a difference. You guys know that the world heavyweight champion right now is Darius Carter. The world female champion is Vanity. I love my Black people. I love each and every person out there, whether you're Black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. I love you because you're human. So let's love each other and make sure that we have each other's backs during this trying time. I know sometimes it's hard to look the other way and it's hard to do the right thing, but just remember, getting in trouble is very easy, but getting out of it can take a lifetime. So be safe. I love you guys, and we will get through this. And if you guys need to talk or you need someone to listen, hit me up. I'm here for you. I love you all. And when this is over, we'll all get a drink together. From BCW to my family out there, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.
All right, BCW faithful and first-time viewers, welcome to the Curtain Call, a weekly pro wrestling show that gets you up to speed with everything going on in the world of breed combination wrestling. And by now, if you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe below and follow BCW on all social media platforms. And if you're asking yourself, who is this ruggedly, and I mean ruggedly handsome individual with these melodious tones piping right through your speakerphone? I am your host, the host that covers the most, Jimmy J. And now that I got myself over, got that out of the way, we can talk BCW. And faithful, this episode is going to be the biggest, the largest, the hugest episode yet. Why? Because I have the Jurassic Juggernaut himself, the best big man in the business, Vince Steele, on the show today. I had a moment to sit down with Vince Steele via Zoom, and we talked about just an array of different things. But the one thing that stuck out to me, and it had me thinking, even after the show, was the transition of the classic big man in pro wrestling. Because the classic big man in pro wrestling is pretty much obsolete. Now you're seeing all these big guys doing these aerial maneuvers. Very dangerous, but entertaining. So let's get right to that conversation with the Jurassic Juggernaut himself, Vince Steele. All right, folks, this is going to be the biggest interview I've ever done. 6'6", 4 bills and a quarter, a burger away from 430. He is the Jurassic Juggernaut, the best big man in the business, Vince Steele. Vince, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well with the stuff that we're going through. I'm doing okay.
Thank God, man. You know, scheduling's been crazy. I've been trying to get you on the curtain call, and finally, you're here. Now, what have you been doing with your time right now? Are you still working, or?
I work Monday through Sunday, pretty much. I work 2 jobs. I just started my second job up in a seafood restaurant in Harlem. I do security there. So they just started up, and then what I did that was going on, I was able to get this whole weekend off because of the curfew. So that was a little blessing. But other than that, man, and I also work maintenance at a clinic. My shoot jobs, you know. I maintain a full wrestling schedule also.
That's what I was like. That's what I'm about to ask you. How do you fit pro wrestling in your schedule right now? How are you going to fit 2 jobs?
Yeah, well, I got 3 grown boys that been eating as much as I've been eating. So,
Oh man,
I try my best. I have good people around me that believe in my skills and everything like that. So, like, I got cool bosses that let me take the days off that I need to. But if I don't, I usually like go straight to work after a BCW show. I don't know if we ever crossed paths where I as soon as I left, I was going to work.
dude, that's incredible, man. And you know what? You don't even seem like you worked all day. You're out there, fresh as a daisy, out there in the ring, doing what you got to do. And I understand, you know, if you got kids, you got to do what you got to do. And that food bill, Vince, I mean, that's the big question here. What is the food bill monthly? It's probably, I mean, you said 3 kids and yourself. It's got to be more than the mortgage or rent.
Well, thankfully, you know, due to circumstances, my children are not with me. But well, I send money to them all the time, and I'll say just a nice round off, probably like 1,500 a month. I spend on food. That's something like.
That's something light. Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, I know right now, another reason I asked, because, you know, everybody's home right now. Most people are home. Unlike yourself, you're out there, you're one of the warriors out there. But most people are home right now, so we're eating more. And that's why I got to ask you, man. It's got to be astronomical. Another real question I have for you, Vince. I've crossed paths with you at BCW Fight for It 3. Had an interview with you backstage. You won your qualifying match for the King of the Monsters finals. And the question I had, I mean, first and foremost, okay, I had to leave there. I had to get a neck x-ray because I had to look up the whole time. Got 6'6". I'm like, Jesus Christ. How much money did you make in school protecting the little guys like myself?
No, the funny thing, man, is I was a little guy just like you. It was when I first started in the business, like I got a growth spurt. I was very late developed. I was when I started in the business, it was like, wow, almost 20 years ago, and I was 16, and that's when my growth spurt hit. Once I started training.
Jesus Christ, I would have never guessed that, honestly, man. What drew you to this business?
You could blame one person, Mike Awesome.
Mike Awesome.
Saw him wrestle, and that's what made me. I was always a fan, watching it. You know, I was a mark like everybody else. But what made me want to go in the ring and really try this was Mike Awesome.
Oh wow, that's interesting because not a lot of people say somebody like Mike Awesome. With all due respect to Mike, you know, you hear names like Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Undertaker, and Steve Austin.
Well, Mike Awesome was a 6 foot, 300 pounder that can fly. It's kind of similar to what I actually do. So, well, he can springboard. My big ass can't springboard.
Dude, listen, you label yourself the best big man in the business, and those are some big shoes to fill, to be honest. You talk about Mike Awesome, you know, Andre the Giant, Vader, Yoko. I mean, the list goes on. But who was the best big man in the business for you growing up? Was that Mike Awesome, or was there somebody else?
Oh, Vader.
Vader, nice.
Vader was the best big man. Man, it's just the way he handled himself in the ring. and like he looked like he had everything jotted down how he wanted to be done, and it came out done. His strikes were phenomenal. Like I was surprised about how guys will allow that hit to be happening. You know, I was like, shit.
When I look at you and I look at your ring style, I see Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow in your
Yeah.
style. Okay, it's very, you're big, physical, but at the same time, you could pull off those aerial maneuvers like a cruiserweight. And it's absolutely incredible to watch, Vince, I got to tell you, but it's also very dangerous. So what made you decide to incorporate these maneuvers in your repertoire?
I got into the business before the whole light heavyweight revolution started. You know, I was like towards the end, and less is more, and this and that. And I'm like, I gotta go with the times. The fan base is completely different now. It's a lot younger, grungier crowd, and they like guys who fly. You know, I keep my options open everywhere because everywhere I go, it's a different person that's watching me. So I gotta like cater to that to that consumer.
I think the world recently was also watching you, man. I mean, you talk about, while it's also dangerous, the payoff could be real. You were featured on MTV's Ridiculousness, an episode of MTV's Ridiculousness with a botched top rope headbutt. I just want you to talk about this moment for you, what was going through your head. And after seeing that video again, what you thought of it.
Well, one, it wasn't a headbutt. It was an attempt to go coast to coast.
Oh,
I have done it before, but in that typical match, it was a long battle royal, and everybody was blown up, and everybody was, and I misplaced my feet, and then gravity got the best of me, and I said, "Screw it, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down in style," and that's what happened. I didn't think I was gonna get that much attention with the video, but guys like Botch Club and I forgot the name of the other one. The IG accounts, they're the ones that made it very popular and got all the views and got noticed by MTV.
you think about big men, okay? We're on this subject right now. Back in the day, slow, scary, dominant. They didn't have to do much, but today it's like the total opposite. So my question is, as a big man in the biz yourself, do you feel the role has changed for big men in pro wrestling in 2020?
I think in the world of professional wrestling, the big man is forgotten, in my opinion. And I feel like it's my job to bring that back. You know, and I have inspired a lot of big people to join the sport. I told them it's very hard. You know, this is not a hobby to pick up, man. Just you have to be passionate about putting your body on the line.
Very physical sport over here. You know, many people, they can criticize pro wrestling. They could say, well, it's predetermined outcomes and whatnot. But you know what? I want to see them get in the ring and do what you guys do. A lot of aches and pains in the morning. I know that you got to feel it. But why do you think the big man has been forgotten?
Because the smaller guys and the body guys are more featured now. You know, when the last time you seen a guy like me on TV, other than in TNA?
It's been a while. I mean, recently, like you said, TNA, but MLW had Barrington Hughes, big individual. But other than that, really mainstream. Like if you think AEW, WWE, you're right. You really don't see it anymore nowadays.
And the last person that looked like me that was in WWF was Umaga.
And that was a while ago.
Years ago.
I think the big men are making a comeback thanks to you. So I want to give you credit for that one. You've been in this business 19 years, I believe, close to 20.
Yeah.
So many different promotions you work with. But if you had the choice to work anywhere, where would it be right now and why?
I would like to stay in Japan. I really want to, I want to get that monster look out there and be feared out there. Just like a Brody, a Hansen, a Vader. Like I want to stir up that reputation again, because that died down in Japan also. The big man died down in Japan. It died down in the industry in general.
So Japan.
You know, and because my training was based Japanese style, I came out of the original Doghouse with with 187 Homicide, trained with Low Key and all that. So we were like that was the type of style I was training, and that's the type of wrestling I actually like.
I can see you over in Japan, man. I can definitely see you over in Japan. I mean, you know, you had your moments. You had a run with Bull James, I believe, as well. He was just recently over there in Japan, and I want you to talk about that experience working with Bull, because I know he's a great guy. He was at one of the watch parties that we hosted recently for a pro wrestling show. Great individual. How was it like working with Bull James?
Well, I knew Bull for years. When he first started out, and you know, we came across each other in Ace Pro Wrestling. We actually got to team up, and then all the work that we did, and it finally paid off with us winning the tag belts. After our first defense, he lets me know that WWE called him and he's going to Orlando. So that was we had a nice stint with the tag belts for a month. It was all good. But yeah, man, he's knowledgeable with the old school style. Like, he's really into that less is more.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Less is more, but you could use the less in a different term. I think less is like a bad word.
Do you feel it's necessary, though, to pull off some of these crazy maneuvers that I've seen, like even the suicide dives and the moonsaults? You think it's necessary to pull off for a big man of your size?
If it's told the right way, if you're telling the story the right way, like me, you're not gonna see me do like these aerial assaults with one person. I'm gonna do it with more than one target, and like my basic aerial moves where I jump off the top rope, you'll see me hit one person, but you're not gonna see me constantly tumbling and stuff like that. I like to tell a story in the ring and stuff, and like have people engaged in my match and be like, oh wow, this guy really wants to win this match, or this guy's gonna kill this guy. Like I'd like to get that reaction, and that's what's lost in the profession nowadays.
You know, I agree with you, man. It is lost, but it's making a comeback, especially over here at BCW. I've seen your match, that qualifying match for the King of the Monsters finals, which is going to be still taking place at the anniversary. And you're going up against TJ Marconi, Joe Gacy, and Napalm Bomb. So my question to you is, number one, what does this title of King of the Monsters mean to you? And do you have any messages that you want to send these opponents?
First and foremost, I will definitely be there. You heard it from me first. Rain, sleet, snow, I'm going to be there. Because before we were shut down by the pandemic, I had called Anthony Cole, and I'm like, brother, if you're able to do the show, I will be there. I need this title. You know what I'm saying? Because guys like Billy Brash, who won the first tournament, has done such a good job outside of BCW by making his name, and I give him a lot of props for that. You know, and he's been getting a lot of opportunities just because of that one title that he won. And the trophy looks cool as hell too. But yeah, man, Billy Brash is pretty much a motivation for me to win this, because he faced me in the first round of the one that he won. So
yeah,
and it was a cool match, man. He got lucky and won, but this time around this is the best big man's title now.
Oh yeah, and listen, my money's on you, Vince. Okay, 100%. I want to see you take that title of the King of the Monsters, and if you and Billy ever stepped in that ring again, that would be interesting. I mean, God knows what can happen in there. You guys would tear the house down, in my opinion. I would love to see that happen, but who would you love to step in the ring with that you haven't yet over here at BCW?
Wow. I like to get my hands with Eric Jaden, to be totally honest.
Eric Jaden? Yeah. Why Jaden?
Because he's such a main vocal, like a main person in BCW. Everything revolves around him. A lot of people pay a lot of attention to that. I would like some of that attention myself, to be totally honest. Give me all the heat. I don't care.
You want the smoke?
I want it all.
You get attention. I know that for sure. Everywhere you go. Huge guy. Again, we can keep talking. You keep beating the dead horse over here, but I want to switch gears real quick. 19 years in this business. What is the most, right now, what is the most defining moment for yourself and your career thus far?
Well, these past 3 years, because to be totally honest, I never really had a fair shake throughout my entire career in the business. Like I haven't gotten opportunities. Anthony Cole has been one of the only promoters in New York City that actually booked me to wrestle in New York. And I'm a native and I'm a local, and it sucks that they have to deal with so many politics.
Oh, man.
But I give it to Anthony Cole and a handful of other promoters that's been here and in and out of the business that does shows in the city. And pretty much like ever since the passing of my mother, things been going on the up and up for me. I'd wrestle guys like Psycho Clown from AAA, names like Savio Vega, Apollo, Kubar, a couple of names under my belt. I teamed up with MVP, with Carlito. It's cool experiences these past couple of years.
Dude, first and foremost, I'm sorry to hear that about Mom. But the positive thing here is that you have an angel watching over you, and you've been on the right track. You're with us over here at BCW, your family. We're going to continue to keep booking you because we love you, and I hope everybody else does the same thing. I mean, you talk about politics, and this is one thing that gets me too. I hear it a lot behind the scenes. Politics. What are some of these quote unquote politics that go on in the independent wrestling scene?
Now, it's not just more than your talent. And it's your relationship with, like, and I can understand with every person, you gotta have a relationship with your boss.
Yeah.
But you're only booking your friends, or you're only booking certain people, and you're not gonna give nobody a chance. Is like ridiculous. And then the major thing with me is paying me what I deserve. And then I can say it. I'll admit it here. Right here, Anthony Cole has not shitted on me on a payday, not like other promoters and stuff. And I give and if you ever get a chance to work for Anthony Cole, he's one straight up guy. He makes sure even if the house isn't good, you're gonna get paid. And that's I'm very grateful for that. And I told him myself, I'm like, yo, bro, you got a soldier that's ready to go in the trenches for you. Cause you take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you, and that's one thing I want. I would like to give that out to more promoters, but a lot of them, they don't see it the way I see it, So
he's a straight shooter. He doesn't jerk anybody around when it comes to money. The house, you can have two people in the stands, right? He'll still pay you what he told you he's going to pay you no matter what. He'll take the loss. Doesn't matter. Not a lot of people could do that. They give you excuses. I hear the run around. Well, this happened, that happened. End of the day, it's hard. It's hard in the independent wrestling scene to go on a handshake and a smile. Okay. We don't have contracts over here. Most of us don't have contracts. So it's like we have to just go by word of mouth and, have a reputation like we do over here at BCW, which I'm grateful to be a part of this company. I know you're grateful to be a part of it as well. It really goes a long way. But you think about the whole pro wrestling industry in general and Vince Steele. Vince, if you weren't in this business, what would you be doing?
I'll probably be 200 pounds lighter, playing basketball.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was really big into basketball until I saw Mike Awesome wrestle, pretty much.
So that was the transition for you. It was basketball, that was it. And then Mike also came into town, and I was like, I'm looking at this pro wrestling.
Basketball and me moving from one building to another in where I live, that I ended up stop hanging out with the basketball crowd, and I was hanging out with the wrestling crowd more.
So it was okay. So wait a minute. So one build literally on the same block, or is it?
Yeah, pretty much on the same block. Yeah, like kids that I slept over their house and stuff. Like once I moved, everything changed.
So crazy how you can move from like one building on the same block, and you're hanging out with this group of kids, and then you go to the next building. It's okay, different group of kids. I mean, that's how it is in New York. I know you're from the city like I am. It's so crazy, man, the difference that one block makes, or even one building.
Yeah.
But Vince, I have a segment over here that I just started up last week. All right, it's the 2-minute drill. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run down a whole bunch of random questions. You have 2 minutes to answer these questions and provide us with the Vince Steele answer. You ready?
All right.
Vince, summer or winter?
Summer.
Beach or the pool?
Pool.
Favorite TV show?
Oh, dang. Right now, Chicago PD.
Beer, wine, or liquor?
All three.
That was a great response. Chocolate, strawberry, or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Favorite movie genre?
Comedy.
Favorite comedy movie?
Half-baked.
Board game of choice?
Shoots and ladders.
Checkers or chess?
Checkers. Chess is very difficult. You got to be a very smart person to play chess.
Yeah, man, I don't play chess either. Dream vacation?
Oh wow, just me on an island getting sun.
Music of choice?
Depending on how I feel, to be totally honest, I listen to everything.
I completely understandable. iPhone or Android?
Android.
Really? Wow. Chicken palm or spaghetti meatballs?
Chicken palm.
That's it. Favorite hobby other than wrestling?
Video games.
Which video game?
Right now I'm playing 2K. 2K NBA.
20. TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram.
Best feature on a woman?
Their torso.
Secret wrestling crush, if you have it.
Bull Nakano.
Wow. 80s or 90s?
I'm an 80s baby.
Favorite junk food?
Cheeseburgers.
Steak or seafood? Time's up. Shit, steak or seafood?
Surf and turf.
Oh, we had a couple more. I'm just going to ask him anyway. Salsa or bachata?
Bachata.
The club, the lounge, or the bar?
The club.
And does duct tape fix everything?
Almost everything.
Almost. There it is. There's the Vince Steele answer. Thank you, Vince. I appreciate that. 10 years from now, where's Vince Steele?
If I haven't announced my retirement, I'll be planning on it. and maybe going into war with Anthony Cole and doing the whole promoting thing myself.
Really?
Yeah.
You throwing up your own promotion on the line?
Yeah.
Where would you run out of?
Oh, New York.
New York and Jersey, best locations to run pro wrestling, independent pro wrestling.
New Jersey is good with money, for money purposes. New York is a little harder. You need a team of people with money to run in New York, man.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to run out here in New York. People don't know, but with the licensing and you need the EMTs and there's so much insurance, so much that goes into it. I mean, we kind of need somebody to kind of lead the way. And this is what, it's some things I can't even talk about on here, but some things that need to be done for the New York independent wrestling scene so promoters can keep running shows over here. Somebody got to take charge of the scene, I think, in New York. But Vince, right now, I want to give you the floor. If there's anything on your mind or anything you want to say or get off your chest, now's the time. The floor is yours.
All right. For all other professional wrestlers, if your ass ain't getting up every morning, stretching out, working out, bettering yourself, then you might as well not come back to the business. Cause we may be on a little hiatus right now, but things are coming back. And it's time to step your game up. Because once I touch that square canvas, I am going to make special moments. Just pay attention June 20th. That's all I got to say.
I'll be paying attention. June 20th, CCW. You and Cha-Cha going at it. That rivalry's been heating up, man. This is the third time, right? You and him?
Yeah, this is our rubber match.
Man, so...
No holds barred.
You're going to pull out all the stops. I know it, Vince. And he's going to have to pull out everything, including the kitchen sink, to take you out in this match. I mean, speaking of which, is there anything you want to tell Cha-Cha right now leading into this June 20th matchup?
Well, Cha-Cha, I said it in other interviews before. I didn't think I was going to get a fair shake with challenging you for the CCW championship. So I did what I had to do. I snatched you up. They had to get rid of the title. But you screwed up by hitting me in the face with the title belt, man. And now you gotta, it's your last dance, brother. He likes to dance.
I know that. The Cha-Cha, this might be his very well last dance, because his legs might be broken after he steps in the ring with you. I'm telling you, Vince. My money is on the Jurassic Juggernaut, the best big man in the business, Vince Steele. And Vince, I want you to let everybody know where. You see this right here? I don't sugarcoat it. Right here. Best big man in the business. I support indie wrestling. You guys need to support indie wrestling too. Where can they find you in the merchandise, Vince?
All right. Right now, I am working on opening up my Pro Wrestling Tees store. That'll be done in a couple weeks. But right now, I have regular Jurassic Juggernaut shirts in so many different colors, from the sizes from medium to extra large. You just inbox me in my Instagram or my Facebook. I'll get right back to you, and then we'll go over the infos from there. But other than that, you can follow me on Facebook. I have a fan page also, the Jurassic Juggernaut. Instagram is still Vince. Twitter, I'm barely on Twitter, but I have one, the Remix V still. Just show love. And I'm hoping to be live streaming that match too on the 20th. So if you're not doing anything, just pay attention to Facebook or Instagram. I'll have the links up.
Oh, definitely. And if it doesn't, if you can't live stream it, where can the fans find that match? I mean, is it going to be? Are they going to air it on?
It'll be on YouTube within weeks. I know that for a fact.
All right, 100%. Hopefully they do live stream it. I want to see it. I mean, listen, we're dying to get back to pro wrestling. We will be back soon, and when we come back, you can bet your bottom dollar that Vince Steele is going to come back with a vengeance. He might be the next BCW King of the Monsters. Vince, thank you very much, buddy. Stay safe. God bless you.
Thank you. You too. Because I am the best big man in the business.
What you see is what you get with Vince. He keeps it real, and I appreciate that about you, big man. Thank you, Vince Steele, for coming on the show. Thank you for taking the time right now in your busy schedule. I mean, you're working 2 jobs, somehow fitting pro wrestling in that, somehow making time for BCW, and this guy right here, Jimmy J. So thank you very much. Be safe, and God bless you. But, faithful, right now, we are going to take it back to you. Yeah, you, the faithful BCW fans. In this episode, our return episode of BCW 5 Minutes with the Faithful. Well, we take it to probably the most faithful BCW fan out there and a part of the BCW family. Please welcome Swervin' Irvin.
All right, BCW faithful, I have right now with me the most faithful fan there is. A fan since day one, and also a member of the BCW family, Swervin' Irvin. Swerve, how are you today, brother?
Great, Jimmy, great. How you been? How you doing in this quarantine and protest?
Man, it's been a crazy time. I'm doing well, thank God. How about yourself? How you holding up?
I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there.
You've been with BCW since day one. Okay.
Yes.
What is your personal favorite match?
That's so many matches, but I'll say the one with me in it.
Talk to us about that match.
Very first show, I came out with FBI. I was their manager.
Okay, and what happened during that match?
If I can recall it right now, I haven't seen it in a minute. A lot of stuff, I mean, we didn't win the match, but, I didn't like it at the time, so I got hit because I screamed at them like, yo, could have done better than this. You know, and I got, what, clothesline, was it? I'm not sure. I don't know.
You got hit so hard you forgot.
Yes.
But it's okay. It's okay, Swerve. Because you know what? I can see you. I can see you coming back into the ring, into a BCW ring. Do you see yourself taking part in any capacity in a BCW match in the future? Maybe as a manager?
I hope so. Only time can tell.
I mean, dude, listen, I got to tell you, man, you know, you have been a loyal fan and member of the BCW family. We are proud to have you a part of the family and glad to hear that you're doing well. And I want to see you. I want to see you in some capacity around that ring or involved in the BCW shows a little bit more often. Is there anything that you want to put out there? Any message right now that you want to get out there to the fans or to anybody in BCW?
Just hope everybody takes care of themselves, you know, be healthy out there because it's really hard right now. It's not easy. You know, just stay safe. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Because you never know.
Life is too short, and this has been going on for too long. So, you know, we can't wait to get back in business. I know I can't. You can't. Is there any dream match that you would like to see happen in BCW?
I would like to see Homicide comes back.
Oh, Homicide. Yep. Who would you like to see him face?
Champ.
DC? Homicide and Darius Carter?
Yeah, why not?
You know, you helped me out tremendously. You helped the company out tremendously. You know, we love you. We can't wait to see you again. We're going to be up and running soon. Swerve, I thank you for coming on the 5 Minutes of Faith with the Faithful. Always a faithful fan of BCW. Thank you very much. Swerve and Irvin, folks. Swerve and Irvin.
Yeah.
You know, I can't believe that Swerve has been here since day one, was a part of the first BCW show, and actually managed the FBI. And, you know, it's just great catching up with the faithful fans and faithful BCW family members. And speaking of the family, what about the great guys and girls that do it in the ring, that put their bodies on the line for not only BCW, but this great business of pro wrestling? How have they been doing? What are their plans? Well, wait no more, because let's see which stars checked in with BCW this week.
What is up, BCW faithful? It is me, your favorite actor, the Hollywood assassin, Mark Schwann, coming to you from my home, still quarantined, just like how many of you are. Just counting down the days. Counting down the days till we can come back live from a huge crowd, kicking ass, taking names, and becoming champions like Satsujin was set out to do from day one. What have I been doing this time? Just getting better and better and better. Staying strong up here and in here. Just like the rest of my Satsujin. Change through violence. We started that motto. From day one. From day one, that was our quest. That was our goal. And now, Eric Jaden is one step away from becoming the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship that Darius Carter owns. We have Rick Recon, who's been climbing his way up that ladder, putting on 5-star matches every show he does, dominating his competition. We have Barton De Niro, this close becoming the first time ever BCW Tag Team Champions. And then we went on pause. Well, that's not stopping us. We're still sharp as ever. We're hungrier than ever. We want those belts. We want to be #1 on BCW, the Satsujin Squad, all of us reigning supreme. And we are just counting down the days. So everyone, BCW, the locker room, the fans, the management, you better get ready. Because our mission, it's far from over.
You know, you always got to roll out that red carpet for Hollywood. Mark Schwann, great to see he's doing good. I know, I can't wait to see the entire BCW family back in action. And that, yes, that even means you, Mr. Mark Schwann. But faithful, they're telling me to ring that bell and take it home. But stay tuned, because there's a new addition coming to the BCW family, and you're going to find out on social media this week. And that individual will be on next week's episode of The Curtain Call. Stay tuned for that. And as that curtain comes down, just remember that BCW Combination Wrestling is where The future lives.